Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So, it is 12:36 on May the 1st in the AM, and it is my birthday. So, what I decided to do was do a little reflection, maybe some, going back and looking at some of the videos, not actually playing them, but just referencing them, and then playing the one song that I have been playing every year on my birthday since 1995. So let's just get started with this. Now I'm going to sit over to here because there are certain things that I'm going to put over here that I want to get way the heck over. So over here I'm going to put up the first video I ever did, period. Now that would be a music video that I made of Rappin' Forte and Tupac and the Spinners, I'll Be Around. And it took me 2 weeks to do because I didn't know anything about this system called Wondershare Filmora 9. I knew nothing about it. I still barely know anything about it because I'm a guy. We don't read the manual. We kind of figure things out. And probably if I did read some of the stuff, and I'm starting to learn new stuff, then some things might come a little easier to me. So I loved making that video, even though it was hard, and I was doing it on my laptop. Now my laptop is old ASF, and so I still use it, but I only use it to watch movies with late at night, because you could just hear their engine, and I have like 25-30 pages open, and that's why it runs so slow as well. But I used it a lot in the very beginning, and it did what it needed to do until I had to get another computer. But before I got the new computer, I did, where is that one? The first video that I did on camera. Now the first video I did on camera should be right here, UTFO, You Cold Wanna Be With Me. That was the first one I did on camera. I was so nervous. I was really, really nervous. And but if you watch the video, what I was learning from all the other people that I was watching, and even instructional videos, was that I had to just get on camera and just do it. And eventually, the more I got on camera, the less nerves I would feel, the easier it would be for me to talk and to stick to something that I knew a lot about, which happens to be movies and music. Now, I haven't even delved into my movies yet, but I was delving into them when I went and did that last video that I showed you, Rappin' Forte and things like that. There's another video coming up, but I'll get to that to show you where my movie knowledge came into play. Now, before I was doing that, like I said, before I got on camera, I was making like music videos. I would take pre-existing songs and then just add some visuals to them, kind of like the ones you see where people are dancing and all that other kind of stuff. But I didn't have the editing skills, so I had to start somewhere. So this one here is is my favorite video. Because it was one of the easiest to do, and it's the little engine that could. And that's my Linda Ronstadt, Aaron Neville, Don't Know Much Up version. I basically, when I was watching the movie, when I saw it many years ago, this song popped up into my head, don't know much, and I decided now, when I actually had the means, was to make a music video out of it. And I was quite amazed at how easy it was to sync up the scenes and the screens and have everything that showed on the screen being said, like in the lyrics, and you know, that was being sung. And it just made it to be, it was the one where when people are like, oh, you got a channel? What do you do? And I would point them to this video. And right now, it's still one of the top videos. It's always been in the top 10 of videos viewed on my channel. Like each and every month, I'm seeing like 200 people watched it or 300 people watched it. It's still in the top 10 over a year and a half later. Because I started doing videos in November, like September to November of 2020, and then I didn't get on camera until May the 2nd of 2021. So that actually also makes it almost a year. Mashup Monday that's coming up will be exactly a year that I got on camera, but I'm kind of doing it now. So so that is my favorite video because it's one that I even watch every once in a while to just like, man, does this work so perfectly. The hardest video that I had to make was All My Love featuring Prince Marky D and Joe. That one was a labor of love, and it took so long, and you know what made me mad? Hardly anybody has seen it. And it's like 100 and something people have seen it in almost a year and a half, and it's just sad because it's a good video. It's a really good video. It might be archaic for some, but it works really well, and it's got a bunch of movie scenes in it that kind of work with the song, because I was like, okay, there's this song by Prince Marky D, and I was listening to the words, and I was like, okay, movies, and I just started finding movies and things like that that would go perfect with the song. So, and I also posted this on his Twitter page like 5 months before Prince Marky D died. And I was like, man, and I don't know, you know, I don't know how Twitter works, so I don't know whatever happened to that. The first video where I had a giveaway. I had a giveaway a long time ago with this video called Aviator. And I put out a challenge. I was like, if anybody could tell me all the movies that are in this video, I'll give them $5. I'll wire it to them, Cash App or PayPal or whatever. Nobody took the challenge. Nobody in like a year and a half has taken the challenge, and it still stands. It's just, but I'm letting you guys know that. The most controversial video, is this one. Struggle Jennings, God, We Need You Now. I said the song was okay, but I didn't like the song for the reasons that I stated in the video, and the far right lost their friggin' minds. And at one point I turned off the comments because I was like, you know what? I don't want to hear this stuff. And then my little brother was like, you know what? Turn it back on. At least people are coming to your channel and watching your video. I was like, you know what? Okay. So I turned it back on and I let it be its own creature. Whatever happens over there, as long as nobody's name calling or doing threats or whatever, because I do monitor it and I will block people. But as long as they're not doing that, I'll let them say their stuff. I won't click on it, because the last person said, like, you know, all of them say welcome to the puppet show, and they're all saying the same thing, which means they all are watching the same thing, and so everybody's saying puppet show, the far right, whatever, and it's just like, you know, you guys can be over there in the corner, you know, doing your stuff. I don't care. What else do I have? I I know there's a video that I'm missing, and oh, my most viewed video. My most viewed video is one that I got a lot of hate from, and that is BTS's cover of "I'll Be Missing You," the Puff Daddy, Faith Evans, Sting sampled, song. And what's weird is it took off. It was like I had friends that barely even knew I had a channel go like, dude, you got 20 million views, and not 20 million, you got 20, a wish, you got 20,000 views in like 24 hours, and I was like, yeah, go figure. And but it was maybe a lot of people saying like, this guy said this, but nobody actually listened to what I said. I said I had no problem with their voices. I hadn't, but it was the arrangement. It just felt forced, and the keyboards in it just sounded misplaced. And that's what I said, and they all thought it was an attack on BTS. Learn that lesson. And then I think that's about it. There's been a lot of ups and downs, and I'll move back over here. There's been a lot of ups and downs on the channel. Sometimes I get discouraged because, I'll work hard on a video and nobody watches. But then I also realize that I have a very wide knowledge of music, going basically from maybe the 60s all the way up until the 2000s, and sometimes there's just so much I don't know where to start. And so that's why I have things like Throwback Thursdays and Anything Can Happen Wednesday, which has now become K-Pop Mail Day. I don't know if that'll come back, or maybe I'll have to do a second channel so I can go back to, being able to highlight some of the things that I think you guys would benefit from listening to. But I still try to do that at least on Thursdays. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But I do thank all of you guys for your support. I got a lot of subscribers in a short amount of time. For me, it's a short amount of time. Now we are I'll say 1 year that I've been on camera, and I have about 1,300 subscribers. The only issue I have is that out of those 1,300 subscribers, hardly any of them watch other videos. Like, I got people that watch the BTS videos, and that's all they watch. And the thing is that I'm telling them like all these influences that I can hear within BTS or Dreamcatcher or Twice or Blackpink or whatever, and I'm saying all these influences are coming from, whether it be 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. I can more or less pinpoint, where they're getting that music from. But they're not venturing out and listening to anything else. They're just listening to that, and that's it, which I understand. I really, really do. And I think it's like 97% of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe. I try. Now, like I said, I tried with the money giveaway, and it didn't help. But nobody knows it if you don't have enough subscribers on the channel. So the last thing that I am going to do is, again, now I'm going to play the song that I play every year on my birthday. It's the Sugarcubes. It's called Birthday, and it's the Justin Robertson 12-inch mix, because I really don't like the original. I got this tape by accident back in 1995, and I took it from the Westerville Library. I think there's a statute of limitations on this type of theft, because I never returned it. So I got it from the Westerville Library, and I kept it, and when I listened to it, I was like, you know what? I don't see what's all the hubbub about the sugar cubes. But when it came to this song, I was like, this is nice. This is tight. And so, they can have all that other kind of stuff. Give me the Sugarcubes-Birthday Justin Robertson mix, and I'll be just fine. So, if you like videos like the one that I'm getting ready to show you, or if you like songs like the one that I'm getting ready to play, then please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least, I don't need to say that, just do that. So, without any further ado, here is Birthday.
Here we go.
Sounds really good with headphones on. 1 year of great conversation, of great music, of great discoveries, of great insights. And I thank you all again for 1 more year, and I hope I have many more years to come. As always, I'm not going to do the other stuff. I'm just going to say peace.